Hello there, YouTubers. My name is Mark. Today I'll be going over reloading some 223 ammunition for my rifle, which is an autoloader, AR-15 style rifle. I'll be loading a 55 grain Hornady full metal jacket. Almost all round ammunition or bullets that I use, I like to get the bullets that have a cantilever in it, and that's that little line there. It's a good guideline, and it also helps with getting a good factory crimp back on the case. So this is the Lee press here. It's a progressive press. It rotates around as you come up and down with this handle here. This is your hold your primer, put a new primer into the case. This is a single stage press. Anyway, I wanted to make this small short video just for anybody that's looking to get into this. It is not hard to do this. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this stuff out. I learned how to do it and on watching YouTube, like videos like this. Of course, this video probably won't be near as good as some of the videos that I have watched on this. Some of the guys on YouTube make some really good quality videos, and I really enjoy watching them. So shout out to all them guys that do reloading videos or gun videos in general. I get a lot of pleasure out of watching y'all on YouTube. Anyway, so the hardest thing about this, guys, is setting up these dies initially. Each die set that you get comes with excellent instructions. It tells you step by step what to do on each die, and it's really nothing to it, guys. The book that comes when you can buy a kit that this press comes with. I think it's about $130, and it comes with just about everything you need to get started with your basic reloading. It even comes with a small scale, and which that one is. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's very accurate. So and then I bought a $25 I think digital scale that works great as well. But if you ever want to cross check them to make sure ones are accurate, this is a good backup to have. Hold on, bear with me just a second, guys. I just realized my camera is about to die. Thought I had it charged. Plug her in here. Here we go. Alright, so anyway. So I'm just going to put one in here. This ain't going to be a step-by-step instructions by no means. But this case is the right length. I measured all these. I didn't have to trim them from the last time I shot them. So I did measure them and check them all to make sure they're not past the maximum overall length. That could be very dangerous, guys. One of the most important things you can do is make sure that these are not too long before you load them. You get excessive pressures in your chamber and blow your gun up and possibly hurt or even kill somebody. So very important. Overall length of case. There's a maximum. Don't let it be over the maximum. Okay. Maximum on 223 is going to be 1.76. Focus. There we go. I think ever gonna focus. All right. So anyway, here we go. Let me get it set up in the right stage to start with. And so the first thing you're going to come up, this is the decapping and resizing die. Okay. Let me get better focus. There we go. All right, so this is a decapping resizing die. It'll be the first step in the process as far as dies are concerned. You come up, it knocks the old primer out, and it resizes the die. Resizes the case. You put a new primer into this little holder here, and then on your downstroke, you're going to press it up into the bottom of the case. You can usually feel whether it's seated good or not, but you might want to double check them. Make sure they're flush there. At least flush or even a little bit below that. That is good. Some people take the time to clean their primer pockets out. I don't on autoloaders. Now, when I'm shooting for really precise accuracy on a sniper rifle or a target rifle, I may take the time to do that. But on autoloader 8R15s, just for plinking, I don't take the time to clean the primer pockets out. All right, so the next one is the powder charging die. This die you have to buy extra. It does not come with the original 223 die case or set. I mean, even though this is the advanced set, this yellow box here. But anyway, all right. So I come up and it activates this top powder charger mechanism here, and it throws the powder into the case. Okay, and there's powder in there. All right, the next thing you do is you come up all the way up again, and it rotates the top of the head of the dies. Set the bullet on there, and come back up again. It's going to press the bullet in there to the correct overall length. And come down, and it spins the top around again. You come back up, and then this is a factory crimp die. There's 3 different types of die crimps you can put on these: a roll crimp, a tapered crimp, or a factory crimp. I tend to always want, no matter what round I'm loading, I always tend to want a factory crimp die. The tapered crimps and the roll crimp does not hold them in there nearly as good, and especially on autoloaders. Bolt action rifles not as important, but on autoloaders, AR-15s, especially 1911s, because it's got such a steep feed ramp, you have to put a really hard crimp on there. So, go on to the next one. Okay. These already got primers in, and most of them got powder in. I was doing it using the single stage press and using the RCBS powder charger, which is a really precise powder charger. RCBS makes probably the best reloading stuff. It's really expensive, but the way the instructions work and just the overall experience of using them, I think Lee is a better place for a beginner to start with. It's a lot. Their instructions are better, and so Lee, from what I remember reading, Lee is one of the oldest, is probably the oldest manufacturing of reloading equipment, and they've been around forever, and they have fine-tuned the operation of this. So anyway, let's do one more for you. Once again, you see that's an old primer in there. It's already been shot. Okay, put that in there. Come down and get it back to the where we started from, the decapping pin and resizing die. Come all the way down. Put your new primer in there. Come up, press into the bottom of it. Come back down with the handle. Recharge it with new powder. Coming down again. This is where you set your bullet in. Just get in there to set it so it doesn't fall over. On the way up, press that in there. Spin it around again, and then you do factory crimp die again. And voila. There is a ready to fire 223 55 grain full metal jacket made by Hornady. It's a great round for the money. You should be able to find these for about, just the projectile, for about $11 for 100 of them is what I pay for them, which is comes out to about 11 cents a round. So the cheapest you can buy these in the store is 20 cents a round probably. So you can make these for about, once you get your brass and you keep reloading your brass, that doesn't cost you nothing. So you get some powder, 1 pound of powder costs you $25 to $30, and 100 of these for $11. Actually, one of these will load about, I think it's about 500 to 700 rounds. I can't remember. I think around 500 rounds you can get out of 1 pound. I could be completely off on that, but I think that's what I remember. So anyway, I come up with it before. It's about 12-13 cents a round you can make these for. And there it's a full metal jacket bullet, and it's very precisely loaded. If you take time, make sure it's done right. And so reloading is a great hobby. I am at home a lot with my small children when my wife's at work, so I have a lot of time to kill at home, where I'm stuck at home with the children, and I spend some of my time reloading, and I really enjoy it. Like I said, guys, the hardest thing to do is initially to set up these dies, and that gives you instructions with a step-by-step process. And there's nothing to it, y'all. So don't be anybody that's thinking about reloading and think, oh man, that looks hard, I don't want to blow myself up, or there's really nothing to it. It's almost impossible to get a double charge in there. That's what would be the most dangerous thing, especially on rifle ammunition. Pistol, it's a little more, you could probably do it a little easier on a pistol round, is double charging it. But with rifle, if you double charge it, it's going to be overflowing the case, so it's almost impossible to do. Those are the dangers: double charging your case, and not having the case length too long can cause excessive pressures in the chamber. That's probably the two most dangerous mistakes you can make. But other than that, I'm telling y'all can do it. So don't hesitate to get into reloading. It's a great way to spend some time when you're stuck in the house with the kids. Anyway, thank y'all. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you next time. Bye.